What's up, party people? This video is about territory locking, pricing, and domains and how it all works for the directory, local listing central. Okay. You guys had a ton of questions today. We sent out an email to you guys. Some of you guys signed up early. I really appreciate you. You're the people that signed up early and people that asked questions early. It's really what prompted this video. So it's like you don't know what to say and what to do until people tell you what to say and what to do, right? It's so helpful to have a community that emails and stuff like that. And I know sometimes we don't respond back to all the emails that fast because we get a lot of emails. Um, so gonna go over the pricing right now, the territory locking, and then we'll talk about domains and maybe some other stuff. The pricing is confusing because of the way, just the nature of how we built this. And there's really nothing we could have done. And this is actually the best way to do it. So, right now, as of May 1st, okay, we are in private beta, and private beta ends May 4th, 2026. So, if you're watching this, this will help you know where you are in this whole thing, okay? So, public beta starts May 4th and ends um, June 30th. So it's about 60 days. And when I say May 4th, it's May 4th, May 5th, okay? Because I have a mastermind call on May 4th, and this is like the last call where I address things with my mastermind people and make sure that they're all good with their stuff before I let everyone else in. And it's probably the next day. So it's just important for you to know that. So let's just say May 5th, public beta starts. So our platform runs on GoHighLevel. Okay. It's just the nature of how we built it. GoHighLevel is a powerful software. Plus, we have white labeled GoHighLevel, and we've been offering GoHighLevel for the past 3 years, okay, as a white label. So we're very familiar with the software and its capabilities. So we built this platform to sit on top of GoHighLevel and fill in some of the gaps. Okay. This software is made specifically for the 9 by 12 community card, co-op advertising, EDDM community. Okay. So it's very niche, very specific. Okay. So this is public beta version one. So we're going to go out of public beta and launch our first version. That's, all the kinks have been worked out. And that's going to be $97 a month. And that starts July 1st, 2026. Okay. So these are estimates. So just letting you know that getting in now is cheaper. Okay. So $47 a month. This is for local listing central. This has nothing to do with Go High Level yet. Okay. So $47 a month. Your first city is locked up for $47. And I'll explain because there is a there is a cap. And if your first city is more than $47, then you're going to have to pay the difference on a subscription. Again, it'll make more sense after this video, I promise. All the features, we don't feature gate, and then 500 AI credits per month. And you're like, well, what does that really mean? I don't even know what credits can do. Our goal is not, we don't want to make any money off credits, just for the record. We don't want to make any money off AI. In order to make money off AI as a company, you have to be doing volume. This is a very niche business. So because it's so niche, we have to provide high amounts of value to a very small group of people. You guys aren't going to use enough AI for even to make a dent in profit for us at all. So AI for us is pretty much just a pass through. And right now, AI is pretty cheap. So you can actually, we're building it. You can actually do a lot with AI with 500 credits, okay? Or 500, yeah, AI credits per month. And you can always top up your credits if you really are using lots of AI. And like, we'll get into that. But again, it's just all about usage, right? And most people are going to probably go through spurts when they're using AI in the software. And then then they're not using it, right? So our goal is to make this so economical that you're really not thinking about it, and probably most of you are not this. You're never going to use 500 credits, so you're going to be able to use AI all the time, and it'll be fine. So $47 gets you that. Okay. Um, this is the same thing. It's just basically saying it's just going to go up $50 in July. So this is why we're encouraging, trying to incentivize you to come into the public beta to get that, to lock in that discount. This price won't be your price. You'll be locked in at $47, and you will help us make better software. And I think that's the big part. It's like, are you getting janky software? No, you are getting software that is beta though. And but we're not the reason we went through private beta is so that we can launch something that is more than usable. Okay, but you're going to help us with like maybe finding bugs, maybe new ideas, improving features, things we might have missed that it's like, oh, it's annoying, you have to click this button, then you have to click this button, and they're like, oh, that is annoying, let's make it where you just click one button. Like, it's a lot of stuff like that, right? So we're mainly looking for like your ideas, and how you're using it. That's really what it's about. It's not, hey, you're gonna like subsidize us building this. It's that's not what public beta is. Okay. So just wanted to make that clear. Uh, and I would say the best thing about this is that you are helping shape a tool that you might use and might make you lots of money. So if there's some things you want to see, like, you actually can make that happen. Okay. All right. So we'll talk about territory locking and city locks and all that, but the math on locking a city is, it's $1 per 10,000 residents of a city. Okay. And the floor is $5, meaning that if a city has 10,000 residents, it's not $1 a month. It's going to be $5 a month. And this will make total sense once I show you actual, this, I have calculators, and you can even go on here and mess around with the calculators and see what it's really going to cost. So just stay tuned. I'm just giving you the 30,000 feet view, and then we're going to zoom in and show you examples. Okay. So, and like I said, your first city is pretty much free, depending on, like, if you try to go get New York, which has 8.4 million people, um, it's not going to be covered for $47 a month. Okay, because it's $1 per 10,000 residents. You divide, 8.4 million by 10,000. That would be dumb, right? For us to do that. And then top up credits, right? So just, you want to add top up credits. That's not included in the 47. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. So we're just talking about this software. Okay. And the reason it's separate is because people can bring their own Go High Level. Right? There are people who are already using Go High Level that are just going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to like plug this into my Go High Level. And then, so we don't include that for this example. Now let's go down to this. Before I get here, let me go to Go High Level. So Go High Level has a $97 a month plan. Okay. You get 3 sub accounts. So think of the account as one separate business. You basically can run 3 separate businesses. Okay. So for some of you guys, this might be appetizing. Some of you guys have this. Okay. Which, one of you guys actually emailed me today. I think Yvonne emailed me. She has this plan. That's totally fine, because you're just going to use one of your sub accounts. And you have unlimited. Okay. And then this is what we have. We have this plan, and we have unlimited sub accounts. Only difference with us is that when you sign up for ours, it automatically creates an account. We don't have to do anything. So this is what we have, and we're basically giving you one of our accounts. Right. So just to ignore this. So if you have this, you could bring your own Go High Level. If you have this, you could bring your own Go High Level. And if you have this, you could bring your own Go High Level. So it doesn't matter what Go High Level account you have, you will at least have one sub account that you can use for this. Okay. And some of you guys, you already got it through us. We've done all types of crazy deals over the years, especially over the last end of last year, earlier this year. So you can use that sub account. You don't have to get an additional sub account. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. So now we get down to like if you get go high level through us. So you go through us, you're paying 97 bucks. Okay. So you're essentially getting the platform and go high level, one sub account for a total of $97. Okay. So like I said, go high level is going to charge you $97 just for go high level, but you get three sub accounts. It's up to you. These are financial decisions that you need to make. Um, we're basically saying you can go all in on the beta for 97 bucks. Okay. Now, the way so this is like us kind of like seeing like, how much does it cost like based off population, okay? So up into about 500,000 people, half a million people, um it's and I'm a and you'll see like let's get rid of go high level. Let's just do this pricing, 47 bucks. Up into half a million, you're basically close to half a million, you're basically covered. As soon as you go over, your price changes, okay? And this might be 6 months from now. So you might want to get this is let me just stop that. This is what this is specifically doing is showing you if you were to start with your first city and lock your first city, because some of you guys want to lock a county, so you want to lock multiple cities, right? If you want to do that, I'm going to show you that next. What this is showing you that like, hey, I'm signing up in a city that I want has 1 million people in it. It's going to cost you $104 a month, plus the Go High Level bundle. Okay, so it's going to cost you 154. Okay, now you might have eventually you might get to multiple cities and you're at a million, and it still might not cost as much because there's discounts. So this is not including any discounts, which it'll make sense. I'm just talking about you sign up and you want to sign up. You're ready to sign up, and the first city you want, we're basically cover $47 of that city, and then you have to pay the remainder to lock that city because clearly you're locking a desirable city, and we can't make it $47. That's just not how the market works. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. All right, so let's just go back to say your city is just under. You're still at 97. Nothing. It doesn't cost any money. So this is your go high level and your platform access to local listing central. 97 bucks is amazing for this because a lot of you it's going to cost you $97 just to get go high level, and you're going to have two sub accounts that you're not even going to use. Okay. So um so yeah, now let's talk about the other costs that kind of go with go high level, because go high level is also a base cost and then there's usage. And the main way we use Go High Level is to send out emails for you on autopilot. Uh, so basically, let's just say 10,000 emails. Okay. So it's going to cost $10, like in like this automation, the way it's connected. And it's going to cost $6.41 to send out 9,500 emails, essentially. Just trying to get as close to 10,000 as possible. Okay. So that's 12,000. Um, So you're at 122 a month. You're sending out 11,000 emails, and you're controlling a population of 2.5 million. We can even go up to close to half a million, and you're at 122 a month all in. Sending out 11,000 emails. That means that you have a lot of businesses and a lot of citizens signed up for your directory. So you definitely are monetizing. So this is definitely a drop in the bucket, right? That's the whole point about emails. If you're sending out emails, you're making money. And I can tell you this, our email list, we sent out, our email list was, when I launched my mastermind, we had 100 people on our email list. Now think about this. We had 100 people signed up to our email list. I sent out a thing for a mastermind. It costs money to sign up. A lot, some of you are watching this video. You know this happened. And we got 20 people to sign up off an email list of 100 people. So I was able to like basically bring in $2,000 from an email list of 100 people. So email marketing still works, okay? Um, so that's kind of like, so when you go up really high, like 25,000 emails, and you're paying 240 a month, you have an empire. 25K, you have an empire, okay? So just want to, you know, keep things like proportionate, okay? So if you have your own Go High Level, right, this is what it would cost plus whatever you're paying for Go High Level. So hopefully that makes sense. Try to help you kind of figure out what pricing is going to be. Um, like I said, this is all through Go High Level. You can go Google Go High Level's usage costs and see all their numbers. So this is just the main way. You might use Go High Level for other things because you will have Go High Level, so you can use it for other stuff. It does so much, which is another added benefit of getting it through us because you get it so cheap, but you're able to like use it for like so much stuff. But anyway, um, yeah, so this we feel like this is fair. Okay. Well, let's get into some more pricing stuff. Let's go into territory locking. All right. So we're gonna go up. There's this tool we have. You can go check it out, see what your territory costs. So I'm in Redlands, California, so it's locked. So 74,000 people, $8 a month. Okay, it's locked. All right. Um, let's go. We're gonna go check out some stuff. Let's go to Santa Monica, California. Okay. So um this explains some stuff. I'll actually get into this later, but a lot of you guys want to know about costs. All right. So build your empire. So the way it works is Santa Monica is going to be free because it's under and it's a really desirable city too, which is weird, but it's the population is small, okay? Um so like say I want to add Marina Del Rey, which is where I lived when I went to college, and I went to college in Santa Monica. So that's Marina Del Rey, let's add that. So that's going to be $5 a month, okay? Culver City and let me get Beverly Hills, okay? So now I'm looking at $15 a month on top of my 47. This is not counting Go High Level, by the way. This is just a platform. So I'm at $62 a month to have this empire. And I can keep going, right? And obviously, I might just start in Santa Monica, build that up, and then add these other ones one at a time, or I might go add them all at a time. And I'll explain to you how it works because there's a reason that there's something here and something here. I'm going to come back down here and show you some other things about this. So this is territory locking. So the way territory locking works is you lock a city, um, you own its directory. So it's your directory. So the way I explain this to people is like imagine like Craigslist, right? We're basically making the new Craigslist. Okay. So if you actually go to Craigslist, oh my gosh, go to how do I just get to Craigslist? I think I could do it from here. Um, they actually don't want you. Oh yeah, I could probably go to what's it, Craigslist Worldwide, Africa. Okay, we're not doing that. Anyway, you guys know the point. This is the Inland Empire. I live in Southern California, so the Inland Empire is like a territory. Craigslist owns it, but it's a bunch of cities. Okay, so and guess what? People still use this, by the way. This is why the business model that we're doing is going to work because people still use Craigslist. So we basically created Craigslist and we're allowing you to lock down a territory, but it still says Craigslist in the territory, right? So That is, oops. So that's what we mean, like you own its directory, right? Because you're still in our platform, and you still like independently operate it and it's yours. But no one else can have an inland, like no one else can have an inland empire Craigslist. Okay. So that's that. And then it's 1,000, I mean, it's $1 per 10,000 residents and $5 a month is the floor. So in order to lock a city, it's a city at a time. It's basically, it costs, it's like a separate subscription for to own that territory. Okay. Because now it's a market and we can't allow, the United States, the cities is a finite, it's like 30 something. And I'll actually show you. I'll actually log in and show you something. There's like 30 something thousand cities and incorporated and unincorporated cities in America. And we have like 99.9% of them in our database with the populations and all this stuff. And we can't allow people just to hoard cities for free, right? Like you sign up, you're like, I want this city, and I want this, and I want this, and I want this whole county, right? So we try to make it fair. If you're taking a piece off the board that we can no longer do anything with as a business, it has to cost. Like it's like a yin and yang, right? And I think you guys think that's fair. So, and then you have to prove out to expand. And this is the part that came from the mastermind that makes so much sense. And this is probably the part that people are going to get irritated with, but it makes so much sense. There's no point in us allowing you to get 15 cities just because you can afford it and then just try to launch a directory in 15 cities. Like that doesn't make sense. Like you have to start somewhere, right? But we make it easy to prove out. And when you prove out, it actually works in your favor because you have made progress, right? So our whole point is for most of you people that are doing the postcard business, you need to have more conversations with business owners. So the way it works is you lock your home base. So like I said, 47 bucks a month on the Tycoon plan, which is the base plan, and you basically get your starting city for the plan if it's the population's under 40, basically 47 bucks. Okay. Then you build your directory, you add listings and invite local businesses to claim their listings. However you want to do it, you have to have 30 listings so you can create these. So you can technically go into your directory and go add 30 businesses. You've already done one of the criteria, one of the unlocks. Okay. Then you have to have 10 businesses either claim their listing or if they created their listing from the beginning. Doesn't matter if it's a mixture. So 5 businesses came, created a free listing. You 5 businesses came and claimed the listing that you created for them. Doesn't matter. It's just 10. 10 operated. And guess what happens? Then you can unlock 3 more cities and grab 3 more cities at a time. In order to unlock 3 more cities, you need to prove out of all 3 of these. Okay. This is something that can be done in a day, a weekend, or a week if you're serious. And this is my point. If you can't do this, then I'm glad we didn't give you more cities. So the whole point of a directory is to have businesses operate their listing, and you keep getting more businesses to operate their listing so our system can do all the magic and turn them into more money for you. Okay. So it's just that simple. Um, and this is basically showing you like each lock is its own monthly subscription. So Redlands is included in my plan, and then Riverside is like 300 something thousand, almost 350,000. So it's actually 32 bucks a month. So now I'm paying $79. But technically Riverside, and I'll log in because I'll show you Tycoon pricing. I'm gonna get it for 17 bucks because I get a 50% discount because I already own a city. So we make it easy for you to expand without going in your pockets too much. Okay. And this just talks about missed payments. So you get 14 days. Um, so technically, Riverside is its own subscription, and Redlands is its own subscription. Okay, so these are different subscriptions for different cities. It was just easier to do it like that, and it makes sense. So think about early America. You go make a deal for this land. You go make a deal for this land. You go make a deal for this land. Like it's different deals. Okay, so and that's essentially what we're doing. You're put you're claiming, you're planting your flag and saying this is my land, and so you get 14 days grace period. If you're like you're late paying like your subscription, and then say it if then it was going to go to a cooldown, just like domains do. So basically, 30 days. You so it's kind of like 45 days basically. Uh, you can go get it again. So day zero, payment fails. Grace period is 14 days. Then it gets unlocked. So it gets it gets unlocked. It's not yours anymore. Okay. Then it's 30 days chilling, and the only person who can get it is you. And then you can come get it and reclaim it again. So that's essentially how that works. So now this makes more sense. So Santa Monica is the first place I got. It's my home base. I don't have to spend any extra money on it. I have to prove out of Santa Monica, okay, to get the next city. So I need 30 published listings and 10 claimed listings. Okay. Then it's going to give me the opportunity to get three more cities. I actually can go get three at a time. So now I have four. Like I said, this can be done in the first week. These cities are $5 because cities are pretty much a dollar. But because of the way I mean, it's like if we charge you $1, it's like Stripe takes 90% of the money in fees. So our floor is $5. So now you have this whole little beach area plus little Beverly Hills all for $62 a month. And it's yours. You have Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills is yours. Now obviously, I don't know if Beverly Hills, I don't know. I mean, I do know because we go to this area a lot, but um yeah, but there's a lot of residential people. There's a lot of residential in Beverly Hills, and then you're controlling 170,000 people, um, and but then you can keep going. You prove out of these three. Let's keep going. See, Los Angeles is 3.87, so this is $388. See how this says 50% off, 50% off, um, 50% off. So we try to give you discounts. Um, let's grab West Hollywood. Okay. And you see how I get more cities now? Because what it's doing is you're expanding. So now you have more reach. I'll take Burbank. Got 50% off Burbank. So now I'm at $73 and I'm growing my empire. And I'm just growing it at a time. So you could do research. So we have research. This is like pulling information in from the census. So it takes a little bit to load, but so this is, how we calculate the price. Um, this is showing you that it's growing. Things are growing, things are declining. Let's go to business. There's a 1,500 businesses in Marina Del Rey. Okay. Uh, 778 million in annual payroll. Business density is 172 businesses per 1,000 residents. So these businesses are um, they probably they're just like there's so many people per business. It's like probably not super competitive, right? So we're trying to give you information to help you, be able to do I want to lock this city or this other city? This is pretty, I don't think this is competitive. I mean, it's like an abundance of people. Uh and so we give you some different things like that for all the cities. So this is kind of how you see if your city's locked. Um, I don't want to show where any of my mastermind people are because I don't want people to try to go around them and try to get their cities. So I'm not going to show them, but like like I said, if you go to Redlands, which is my city, um, it's locked. So we do lock your city. So people can't even, we're basically saying, hey, we can't do business with you because somebody has the city you want. There is a city in Hawaii. that I forgot what it's called. Um, what is it called? I don't know. It doesn't matter. So let me go. So hopefully you could come here, mess around with this. There's more information. We talk about why territory locking is this way. We wrecked our heads on this. Like, how can we do it fair? This is also why public beta is important because we we had to figure out a way to make this a real market. Okay. Um, so let me actually log in and show you kind of what it looks like inside once you lock a territory. Okay, so let's go to my territory, and you'll see I have all of these locked, even though I shouldn't be able to because I haven't proved out. But this is for testing purposes. I had to test. Um, so you go to my opportunities, and then it shows you all the cities that you can get next. Um, and then you can lock it from inside the platform if you're allowed to. So, this is the same data, and it basically would, like I said, 17 bucks. So it's really $33 because it's $1 per 10,000. We round up, and but it's 17 bucks. So I definitely want Riverside. I would, because their business density is like there's a lot of businesses competing for kind of a little bit of people. I feel like, um, and then they're like 3 billion in payroll. So this is like showing you like the health of like the industries there, like $3 billion in payroll. So we're gonna try to bring more and more and more data. And this is a growing city, so this is growing. Uh, so once you lock down Riverside or wherever you lock down wherever you're part of the corner of the globe, well, United States, it's yours. So right now, this is my empire for 400 and almost 500,000 people, almost half a million people. So I'm excited to get out of private beta so I can get into public beta so I can build up my Redlands pop. That's what I'm excited for. Let me show you something. You guys won't be able to see this. Let's go to the owner panel. Okay, so let's go to territory. So this is the territory tool. Okay, so this is all the work. So this one's missing a coordinate. There's one missing a coordinates. So we pull in senses stuff. So I have all these tools to pull in senses. I have backup tools like Mapbox. This is the pull in for the CDPs. CDPs are the unincorporated cities. Um, and this is like tries to fill in the gaps. So we have some gaps. It's just really hard to like get all the data on America and the different types of cities and all that type of stuff. So we're we're very this had to be built in order to make the territory locking work. So that's why I'm spending a little bit of time on it because it it was a pain in the ass. If I'm being honest, it was a pain in the ass. I'm being honest, but it's cool that we did it because I feel like this is what makes it credible. We didn't come up with some random numbers. We try to make it like when you lock a city, it's yours. And yeah, so let's continue. So let me actually sign out. Let's go back to let's go back to the let's go back to black. um okay. So come to the site, go see your territory, mess around with this. Okay, mess around with this stuff. You could put it in up here, it's gonna shoot you down to the bottom, or you can come down here and put it in here and then it'll pop open. So let's see Las Vegas. Las Vegas. So Las Vegas is gonna cost you $21 plus. So you're gonna have a subscription for $47, and then you're gonna have a subscription for $21. Um, and you're gonna be at 68 bucks for Las Vegas. It's not bad. I think a big part of this too is we're betting on ourselves, and I think that some of you guys might be deciding if you want to bet on us. Ooh, look at that. Look at that number. Um, oh yeah. This is a lot of businesses that I mean, like think about how many relationships you can build out of this and make so much money. Um, and but Vegas is also weird, but you would definitely get Vegas, and then you would get all the cities around Vegas, like all the places where the locals live, because none of the locals live in Vegas. But you would definitely want to lock down Vegas. And I feel like Vegas is one of those cities where you have to live there. And I think one of the people that signed up actually lives in Vegas, and I'm thinking. So I probably should have just talked about Vegas. But yeah, you would lock down Vegas, and then you would just go get everything around Vegas, where the locals live. And I think that that would be a dope empire to have. But hopefully, um, you're betting on us, because if you do, it's like this is a premier tool, right? We're giving you a tool that basically allows you to operate like Monopoly. You know what I mean? So I just think that, and anybody who's savvy with some of the stuff we're giving you, like the automatic social media posting, a lot of you guys are probably gonna, and I get it. If you were to do some meta ads, right? So Instagram and Facebook ads, and have a budget, a small budget. Some of you guys might have a bigger budget, and couple that with the tools we're giving you. You can literally have this thing grow on autopilot. You can get 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 followers on Instagram, and 20,000 likes on Facebook, and have your directory just pumping out content all the time, and just be the epicenter. Like this is going to take some work, right? And in the meantime, you're building up your postcard business to supplement the cost that it's going to take to kind of build this. So I just think that like this is the future. And I'm hoping that you guys see that we're like super duper serious about this whole territory locking, so that you guys can operate without feeling like somebody can come in and steal your territory. Because somebody else is gonna have to build a directory tool like this and give people access. So the last thing I want to talk about, and I think I kind of alluded to it, is domain. Okay. And everyone asks this question, and we have a reason why. And there's two reasons. One, it's really, 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 it's an extra level of complexity that we do not want to do to make it where you can link your domain to your directory. But we also think that the way we're operating is we're operating like Craigslist. So you have Craigslist, which is they're all Craigslist. Now, granted, they're all owned by Craigslist, all the regions, but it's that same thing. Okay, so it's Craigslist. We think of Instagram. A lot of businesses run their Instagram accounts and they promote their Instagram, and you can't change your domain on Instagram. Facebook, same thing, right? YouTube, same thing. Google My Business, Yelp. Um, so we don't think people will care. Now, you might care as a business, you want your domain, but we don't think people will care. Um, and also, too, you can buy a domain and just point it to it. So all your marketing, you have your domain, and you say, when people go to this domain, forward to this other domain. All right. And you get two domains. So you get the main domain is locallistingcentral.com / your slug. And we have this short domain, which is LLC city. So / your slug. And that is, I'll just log in to show you. That's what our QR code system defaults to, and our smart links. So QR code system, let's go to like a QR code. Yeah, see, it's like that's what it, well, actually, that's actually right here. So this is what our QR code system uses. And this is what I'm just showing you because I'm proud of this. Where's it at? Smart links. Yeah, smart links. So anyway, so yeah, so I think those were the big questions um that we had that we had. The only other thing I can say is I'm gonna put out another video that when you sign up, um, I'm actually gonna let me switch to my camera because I'm gonna log in to something, but I don't want you guys to see the access code yet because it's not ready for you. The access code you're gonna use when you come into public beta. So I'm going to get there, okay, without you guys seeing it, and then I'll show you something really quick. That is not what I wanted to go to. All right, bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Okay. Oh, okay. Um, okay, here we go. Now I can show y'all. All right, so when you guys come in for public beta, this is where you're gonna see. You're going to see I have my own Go High Level. You're gonna click this and you're gonna go to checkout. Oops. Okay, well, found a bug. Uh, we're not ready for you yet. That's what I said. You go to checkout and you're basically gonna pay your $47 and you're gonna get in and you're gonna be able to pick your city and lock your first city. Okay. You could add Go High Level later because you already have Go High Level. So you're just gonna add it through integrations. Um, so you're in. Now, if you're gonna go through us, you're gonna click on this. It's gonna take you to purchase it through our Giant Maker website, and you're going to pay 97 bucks and you're going to get Go High Level. Okay. You're going to get an email. You're going to log in to Go High Level. And then this shows you once you're in Go High Level, you can log in. You're going to go find your location ID and you're going to put your location ID in. And it's so simple. You just copy it. And this is how you authenticate that you bought our bundle. And this is going to go look at Stripe and do some other stuff too and make sure that you actually purchased the our bundle, like just an extra precaution. And then you're going to get sent in to the same place to purchase, I mean, not to purchase, but to lock your city. And now you have Go High Level and this all at the same time. So it's just two ways to get in. It's super simple. I tested it today. I tested this today. I didn't test this. Um, we'll test this before it's time for public beta. So we're preparing a place for y'all. Okay, we're preparing a place for our public beta people. Don't worry, we're gonna get this fixed. We try to get that money. We're not we're not gonna let that be broke. But yeah, so hopefully that helps. Now I know there's gonna be more questions, but that helps. So this whole thing right here, so let me add a little something else, a little extra, little special. We sent out a bundle discount via email. So 97 bucks, but we sent out a discount right today. Some of y'all took advantage of it. So when you come back, so those people who purchased our bundle, when you come back, you're going to use this. You're not bringing your own Go High Level. Okay. You're authenticating your bundle. And this is going to be what you're going to use because you already paid. Okay. So the way these steps work is you can purchase this and 2 days later come authenticate. Right. So you guys who got in early before Monday, um, that is what you're going to do. And then you're going to come in and be able to lock down your city and then create 30 accounts and then reach out to your business friends. Hey, go make a listing on my site. I need 10 people. Um, any of your contacts in your area. And then you'll literally that same day be able to go get 3 more cities. And then you got to do something there too. It's like you have to plant flags. You know what I mean? So let me see. 46 minutes. I'm getting better. Guys, I usually make hour-and-a-half videos. This video probably could have been 25 minutes if I didn't do all the extra talking. Um, but all right, guys, until the next video, to the next email. And if you're curious about what else we got going on, if you're not sure about the directory yet, and you're thinking about this model, everyone should be signed up for local market growth. It's free. Localmarketgrowth.com. Sign up, mess around. There's a lot of educational content in there. You can make as many campaigns as you want and see what pricing works and all that stuff. It's a CRM. Um, I just like the visual aspect of it. Uh, it's just I don't know. It's just really cool. And we have light mode and dark mode. For those of you guys who like light mode, we got you. I'm a dark mode person. Um, and we do have dark mode on the directory. Uh, let me, I'll show you next time. You guys are done. All right, peace.